Hi there, this is Dr. Dominic and I'm Chief Scientist here at Evolus Professional, and today I'm lucky enough to be sitting here with our very busy CEO and founder Maria Halas. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about Maria. I'll let Maria tell you a little bit about herself, because one of the most amazing things about Evolus is the story of its development and its discovery. And that story is really the story of Maria's journey herself. And it's one of the most amazing things about the company, and one of the reasons why I fell in love with the company in the first place. So I'll hand it over to you, Maria. Tell us about Evolus and how it developed and how you came to discover the technology.
So look, I've suffered from thinning, aging hair for many, many years, and I've done the normal thing, what people do. I went to the doctor, I went to the dermatologist, but nobody really could offer me any solution, and I was quite resigned as a scientist to not finding a valid, reliable solution. But as a woman, I was pretty keen to solve the problem. So even though I was running a biotechnology company, and mostly I was looking for technologies that solved kidney disease or they cured cancer, every now and again when I saw something for hair loss, I looked at it carefully. And through my travels in Japan, I actually found this new, exciting FGF5 technology. I didn't quite know what it was originally, but when I looked at it, it was real science. So I thought, well, I'm going to give this a go. And long story short, 6 weeks later, my hairdresser said, "What are you doing to your hair?" And I said, "Oh, leave me alone. I know it's falling out." She said, No. You've got all these new hairs growing.
Wow.
And I said, wow, what have I been doing differently? I suddenly didn't even know what I was doing differently, to be quite honest. And then I realized that must have been the technology I bought from Japan. So we went back to Japan, as you know.
As I know, and tell us about the next steps. As a biotech CEO, you found this amazing technology. What was going through your mind?
Well, firstly, I wanted to make sure that it really works. I mean, for it to work for me, it was a miracle already. But that wasn't an evidence to me that it actually is going to work for anyone else. So the next step was to really go back to the technology owners and talk to them more and understand the technology, the formulations, and is that really useful for other women like myself? And of course, my hairstylist also wanted it for his clients. So I was hushed off to Japan. So we had a look at the technology, and you were part of the team who looked at the technology, and it was quite clear that this is valid. This has been research that has been independently validated by multiple research institutes around the world. And so that was all great. But what we needed to do here in Australia is really do another clinical study to get it for our own eyes, in our own protocol, in our own quality control. We needed to know that this works. And, as you know, the result was that clinical study that has shown 80% reduction in hair fall, 44% increase in growing follicles over 4 months for the participants on average.
I was quite amazed myself. I mean, I was analysing the data and I said, okay, we're going to see some sort of small change here, or we're not going to see anything at all. And when I saw the results, I was absolutely amazed, because these results are stacking up or even better than any other thing on the market. And when we saw that, we knew we had something special, particularly because a huge number of people, a really high proportion of the people that we were looking at were responding really well.
Actually, Dominic asked me about my story, but his story is that he ended up authoring a peer-reviewed publication on the back of that clinical study.
Yeah, and it's always a long road to get a publication there, but getting it in a peer-reviewed medical journal was really important for Evolus, because it showed the scientific community that we have something real, and that the data was really good.
Exactly, and I think both of us being of scientific background, it's been very, very important. So thank you guys for your attention. I wanted to share my story, and it was great that Dominic was willing to share his a little bit as well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.